The chit down in the city, working for a man every night and day. I never got 1 minute of sleep, and I was worried about the way that things might have went. Big wheels keep on turning. Who the primary keep on burning. And we're rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Rolling on the river. Go ahead and sing that shit, Ike. The primary keep on burning. You know I wasn't gonna let this shit go, right? Gene, you so damn petty. Yeah. Gene, you don't let shit go. Nope. Not until niggas come out, meet on a platform or stage and tell the fucking truth. I don't give a F what nobody say. Not until. And if I ain't around for that, I ain't around. But as long as I'm around, we going at it. KSG, what up with you? Tanya Breeze. NC, I gotta give my luck left. What's up with you, boy? I gotta get a shout out to the people that's come on here. Basil Champ, and they support the channel not only by viewing it, by being members and everything like that. Diamond Shorty, what up? Hey Reese, what's up, mama? Listen, NC, yeah, we rolling. NYC Naya, yeah, we rolling, man. Listen, before I get started, my man Dion told me out there in St. Louis they taking kids too. A few is missing right now, and I want y'all to know if you got any people in the Midwest, it seems like these people are hitting up the Midwest right now and the West Coast because my man said they try to snatch out a couple of his friends' daughters out there. They used to snatch them from the group homes and the detention centers. The group homes and the foster homes. They used to snatch them up from there. I don't know why they not doing it at the rate they used to be. But I want people to start looking out for their kids, J Mars. You know what I'm saying? I'm a native of New York. Yes, yes, yes. Let people start looking out for their damn kids, man. Watch your kids everywhere, no matter what the circumstance and the situation that. Because whatever happens, they not getting the organs and the parts that they used to, and they going for certain organs and certain parts. Please, man, watch out for your kids. Diamond Withdraw, what's good with that? Mm-hmm. So before we get started, let's toast our glass and bid adieu to those who drink Cir-Cock and what, Deleon? I don't understand why people who were vodka drinkers even like that, because it's not a good vodka. But to each his own. This ain't no podcast show. This is me at my crib. If you're looking for a podcast show and all these niggas with the equipment and the headphones and all that shit like that, man, go watch somewhere else. I didn't eat nothing this morning. I wanted me some chips and dips, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of here. I'm feeling that way this morning. Let me start. One of Diddy's yes mans. Always have been. Good dude that design like a good stylist and everything like that. Know the latest fashion, the latest look. But he always been a Diddy yes man. Somebody asked me about Groovy Lou. Thank you, KSG. She said they come because I keep it real. Thank you, appreciate it. And all those guys who want to play with me online, nigga, I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna talk about your mama, your grandmama. I'm gonna say something real negative to get into under your skin and the whole 9 yards. And if that's what you like, if you like abuse from a man, nigga, I'm a verbal abuser. I can snap back the whole 9. None of your shit bothers me because I know how I live. I know how I eat. I know my dress, everything. So I'm good with mine. So when you come on here, I let people, I don't, MREC told me, yo, Gene, when people come up with negative comments on your line, yo, erase that shit, man, because that'll feed in some other people. I disagree. I'm going to let you say your negative shit. Get off. But if I see it and I come back at you, you could be mad all you want to. You can be upset all you want to. I see a lot of people talking online about two things. About the kid that shot the man in the restaurant in Chicago. I think the kid was 14 years old and stuff like that. And the mother got into an altercation, told the kid to go get the gun, go get her purse and everything, which had the gun in and stuff like that. And the kid came back, seen the man physically abusing his mother. He took out the gun and shot the man, which is that I can't promote that because that kid is going to experience still some kind of trauma. Even though people look at him as being a hero to his mother, he becomes a victim of having to protect his mother and taking somebody else's life. And it could go a couple of different ways. And I've seen it happen. I've seen people who were trying to save someone's life and have saved somebody's life on situations like that and became someone who started taking people's lives. I've seen them become so traumatized by going through that experience that they couldn't be able to come back from doing that. I don't know the whole situation, and I'm not going to speak of it because I have none of the documentation of the intel that would happen, only but what I've seen online and read on the news, stuff like that. But even though I believe that they probably seen something in the they seen something in the tapes, because that restaurant probably had tapes and tapes recording, and it came to their clear decision that they didn't have to. They could let the mother and the son go based on what they reviewed. Yo, if y'all could just hold it for a minute, man, because if I'm trying to get through something, I ain't gonna be able. Y'all, what do y'all think about Sean? You just want your shit, let me get my shit off, man. You know, let me get my shit off first, and then y'all can ask me questions like that. If y'all want to say something to the chat, say something to the chat. You know, sorry about that, Kenneth Richardson. What was he supposed to do, team? No, I don't know who was in the restaurant. What was the other people in the restaurant supposed to do? You understand? I'm not saying that the kid did something wrong. Come on, dog. You supposed to be up on this. You understand? I'm not saying he did something wrong. I'm saying that the psychological effect of what he did could have effect on him. A 14-year-old boy taking a gun and gunning down a man, can be deemed as being a hero based on the fact he was helping his mother, but it could have some other psychological effects on him too, team. Donnell Jones, thanks for that cash app at Big Gene 52. Appreciate you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thanks, bruh. That's all I'm saying. Any of us would have did that with any family member and in that type of situation. But we still talking about a 14-year-old kid that had to witness his mama get beaten, then take a gun and killing another person. And by me being a parole officer, I read a lot of niggas' files. And they didn't get that way. They was either taught, it was through learned behavior and shit they did and seen. Do you understand that? Thank you, Mellow Mitch. He gonna need some kind of therapy. He gonna need some kind of man next to them and his mother and them and everything like that. If they in the hood, niggas gonna praise him and everything like that. He might become a gunman. AB cool, thank you, appreciate that. I'm looking at it in a for the safety and the well-being of the child, bruh. I see things a little different, man. But let's get back to you Diddy sipping, Diddy bopping ass with this Cir-Cock in your cup. I make fun of this shit, but I went to read what actually went down from his perspective and from their perspective. And it's all going to land up in the courtroom, and either somebody going to take the deal or somebody going to, bail out. Because he's not going to pay a lot of money for a long, drawn out court case. No, he's not going to do that. Monique said, no. Monique said, nobody I know drink that bullshit. Yo, I know a couple of people drinking. They say, yo, I like it. I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm not trying to stop none of that. I'm not trying to stop none of that. But I am going to speak about it. They went into a joint agreement. You know, a joint agreement. Whatever I got to put up, you got to put up, whether it's with who you are, your persona, your personality, your likeness, your look, your advertising and stuff like that. You have to put that up to match what I put up. So by, I think Puff going on, the company wasn't truthful when they said that Puff only put up $1,000 to they $100 million that they put up, because they have advertising with him on it. Somebody had to pay for that. Now, if they paid for that, then that's a whole nother story. If he got paid for promoting that stuff like that, that's a whole nother story. But they said through all the stuff that they had to put up on his own brands, they put up $100 million, and he only put up $1,000. I don't want to say nothing against Diddy, but that shit sound like it. King Fire, what up with you, boy? Yana Travis. Hey, Yana. Henry Reed. Yes, sir. Oh, they're going my. Gotta put these people up. Andrew Kana. You know what I mean? Andrew, what up with you? So now, that's what the people are saying. Diddy is saying that the same people represents George Clooney and his, I think it's a cognac. Am I right? Rishi knows everything. Shit. Yo, I gotta stop right now. I got an 8th grader that I want to get a shout out to. Pop out there in North Kakalaki, graduating today. Yo, Pop, congratulations, my dude. Do your thing. Keep up with the boxing, playing the trombone, playing the piano. A brother after my own heart. Do your thing, Pop. Salute to your 8th grade graduation. Everybody send Pop some love, y'all, please. Y'all remember y'all 8th grade graduation? Y'all was in the dance, in the basement party, slow dancing to the red light, burning clothes, getting some of them girls' clothes on fire. Yep. Boss Cap 1, what up with you? Dion said clothes burning. Burning clothes. Gerard out there in Chicago in the building. What's up with you? Thomas Crown out there and from Texas. All right, here you go. Reese said, businessman Sean Combs has sued the British beverage company that co-owns his liquor brand, claiming that the spirit giant, is that Diageo? Diageo has kneecapped his Cir-Cock and DeLeon labels sales growth. Like, this company owns George Clooney brand also, and they didn't put it, he said they didn't put it in the same market as George Clooney brands. they only wanted to put his stuff in the black market, in the black areas, the urban areas. Here go Reese again. Diddy Combs Wines and Spirit LLC is alleging that Diageo treated the brand, treated his DeLeon tequila and Cir-Cock vodkas as inferior black brands or ethnic brands that should be targeting the urban consumers. That's what I said. Thank you, Reese. I'm just messing with you, Reese. Ain't nobody safe, right, Reese? Yeah, George on Casamigo. Casamigo is a good, I like Casamigo. Thanks for posting the article to me, Reese. But I want everybody to see too. Everybody thank Reese. Come on, y'all. Let everybody thank Reese for our help. No, we all appreciate it, Reese. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mark Roberson. Mark Roberson, please, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution all the time, man. You truly look out, and I don't know how you know, but you truly look out in a time of need. Hey, yo, somebody has sent me something about my birthday to post, but it wasn't my birthday, and I made a mistake and posted to my Instagram. And a lot of people were saying, happy birthday, Big G, and I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my birthday. They just made it for me. You know what I mean? And I made a mistake with my dumb ass and pushed the wrong button, and it ended up on my Instagram. I ain't getting no presents, no way. Ain't nothing come through someone. Don't worry about it. Michelle L. Walker, thank you for that cash out. Appreciate you. Ronnie Morning Coffee, 15 the boss. Yo, listen here. So you don't sue your boss. You don't talk about your boss as long as they your boss. You leave them first. Then you can talk all the shit you want to. You leave them first. Then you could sue the shit out of them. Now, him being a part owner, how much of that are they going to move so he can still make money, Ronnie Ricky? Thank you, that Ronnie Ricky. Pay homage to the OG, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Ricky, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. A lot of people in your book did stuff behind the scenes, but yeah, it was. Come on, man. That. That's how they did it back in the day. That's how they did it back in the day. Yo, I was for the first time I was watching Irv Gotti, the Murder Inc. shit that he did. And Leo Cohen said, yo, he was robbing them niggas straight. He was just straight raping them and didn't give a fuck and then was talking shit. That's because that's who he was dealing with. It was certain dudes that you couldn't deal with. And that's how you know certain cats was soft. Because he was able to talk the shit that he talked about Irv and them, and still they did business with him or was able to walk around like he was a gangster. Now, let me just tell you something. I know some Jews was big gangsters. And they ran with Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky. He he was one of the biggest gangsters. I talk about that shit all the time. The Purple People Eaters. They was nothing but Jews that did hits for the mob. But anyway, let me say this. We talked about this yesterday. Every dog got his day. A good dog get two. You understand? And karma may not come back to you, but it may come back to somebody in your family or in your spiritual realm. Let's get that straight. Leroy Miles say, when you got big money like that, he can say what he wants concerning the business venture. Oh no. Oh no, you can't, Leroy. Leroy, what's the golden rule, bro? We're gonna wait on Leroy. Cause Leroy Miles wanna get out here and say, when you got big money like that, you can say whatever you want to say. What's the golden rule, Leroy? People, can we wait for Leroy with this one? Leroy, what's the golden rule? Please help me with this, Leroy. Monique Hill speaking on the comments. She read the same book I read. She just didn't read it with me. We waiting on you, Leroy. Smart guy. We got time, Leroy. 2020. No, that's not the golden rule. Somebody try to help you out. Look at Antonio throwing you a life raft. Treat people how you want to be treated. Nah. Sounds good. Never bite. Oh, look at Rockstar trying to do it. Never bites the hand that feeds you. Oh, Rockstar. Nah. Here go Leroy. You sound like you there with Lansky. No, you sound like you there with Lansky. No, brother, let me ask you something. I asked you what was the golden rule. You said that you, if I'm not mistaken, that when you got that much money, you could say what you want to say to your boss and your employer. I want to know how bright you are. What's the golden rule, my brother? Look at you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Let me post that for a minute. Now, this man came out here and he said that Diddy could say whatever he wanted to say because they had like a joint ventures and all like that and stuff like that. These people said Diddy put up $1,000 and they put up $100 million to promote and put his brand out there, the ideals that they brought to the company, right? Then just let me just show y'all this, man, because youth and ambition ain't got shit on age and experience. And I'm finna break it down to you, young man, is this. I ask you, what is the golden rule? Now, people came on here trying to help you and everything like that. And what you have to do when somebody asks you something, go into what they ask you. Your response, and I gave you enough time to go to your computer, look it up, ask Siri, Alexa, whoever you wanted to. And you came back with, do unto others as you should have them do unto you. That was a noble, and I want to say that was a noble and I'm looking for a word for response. A noble and not inadequate, but a noble, but I'm trying to think of the correct word. Because, this shit ain't scripted. This shit, what I do is on the top of my head. When I come here with y'all, I just share me with y'all. But that was an adequate response. But it was wrong. The golden rule, brother, is that the man with all the gold make all the rules. Remember that. The golden rule is the man with all the gold make all the rules. That company went in business with him, but they got all the money. Because if that wasn't the case and they didn't have all the money, they didn't have all the shit, he wouldn't have went in business with it. He would have did this shit on his own. Chris Davis. You're right. You're right. You never outshine the master. Charlie Baltimore. I gave you that, Ron. Charlie Baltimore. He's about to make her a mega star. Bigger than Lil' Kim. That's what he said to me. This is what I'm saying, you bro. He could have all the feelings he want to about them people. Leave them, get a business with somebody else, then go. What's going to happen is this. See, when somebody, and I use myself as a prime example. And I've talked a lot of shit about old boy, but I've always have since I left him. This goes back to 2004, over 20 something years. Nobody, and I've worked for people after that because those people were close to me and knew who I was. You understand? But because I've came on the internet and talked about Diddy, I did it when I retired from the business and really got into it like that on the internet. I've been saying things and talking about and telling my story way prior to this. You could watch it on VH1, MTV, a lot of different programs, Nick Bloomfield, all that. Here we go. He want to fight that. That's man's rule. Everybody always, that's man rule. But more and more I try to teach some of these motherfuckers, the dumber they make me look. Okay, it's man's rules, Leroy. Thank you, sir. Kenneth Mellon. Antonio Watson, you said that first? Okay. All right. See, now, like I said with myself, I wait till I fully retired and didn't need to be anybody personal bodyguard, anybody personal security. Even though I did things for K Slay and Chaz while they was alive, but I would never go out and get on the road, and I had already made stuff and accusations and things like that with the nigga Puff. You understand what I'm saying? Even when I went to work for Scott Storch, Scott Storch told me he ain't fuck with him, he ain't this, that, and the third, told me all kind of negative and bad shit, but yet still, he wanted to be a part of the Diddy life. I'm saying that to say this, that I wouldn't have never F with dude or been in a situation that somebody wanted to be around him and a part of his situation and do business with him like that. That's just me. That's how I am. It's only a few dudes that I, would deal with in that manner, because when you do personal security like I do it, because I personalize the whole situation, you got to be ready to lay down your life for them. You have to be ready to lay down your life for them. So that's how personable it is to me. I feel that dude should have stepped away from the company, got with another company and sealed the deal with the other company, then start talking shit about racism or all the other stuff that he wanted to with the other company. Because now, based on his situation and his relationship with that old company, I don't believe another company like that is going to pick him up unless they are a growing company and they want to grow and use his brands and his liquor to grow. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Bro, I think he's doing more than yoga, but that's another story. Bro, I never signed no non-disclosure agreement or none of that. Sorry about that. Somebody's playing with me. Sorry about that, you guys. Dean Deal, you should interview Howard Bone Jr., who was. Alfie James, man, I don't know nothing about interviewing people. I just know about doing this. I would have to read his whole book and everything, man. And I don't have time for that. I'm writing my other book. So now, this dude is out here, like I said before. He's what he said to Fabulous. He's scrambling and scraping. Now I know he done saved some money. He got some over in the Cayman Islands where people ain't gonna be able to touch and everything like that. Ain't nobody saying that you a yes man, bro. But if you wrong, you wrong. Listen here, don't personalize this shit, bro. You understand? You know, don't go at the chat. You understand? Because you was wrong. That's what you feel and everything like that. But that's not the golden rule. The golden rule is the man who has all the gold makes all the rules. Do unto other as if you want to be done unto is another metaphor, is another uh, 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 statement they use for something else, but it does not apply to the golden rule. He just letting y'all know he wouldn't say yes to Russell or Puff. Leroy Miles, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Yep, I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad you're a great sport, Leroy. I'm Leroy, bad Leroy Miles, the baddest guy in the whole damn town, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. He's bad Leroy Miles, the baddest guy in the whole damn town, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Leroy, it's all about just having fun, man. And you got picked on today. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize, man. I can be real stupid sometimes, man. And I don't care about other people's feelings and everything like that. And I don't know, why I do that, man, but it makes me who I am, an asshole. And to be on your side, you know what I'm saying, Leroy? I know a lot of motherfuckers can't stand me, and I can't stand myself sometimes. We were talking and we got into don't hold up. Young True Spitter, don't come in with your bullshit talking about what I missed. Bethune Cookman University, sir, is more of a religious type of school. One of my frat brothers, Cedric Malone, went there and he pledged there. And I understand from a Christian perspective, you are or you could be considered someone that ideology, I want to say this right, is based on Anglo-Saxon, Christian, Greek ideology and thought process. But do unto others as you want them to do unto you is nothing. The golden rule. But I'm not gonna go through you this. You can call me 201-969-6168 after this shit, and we can talk about it, man. And if I'm wrong from my perspective, and I'll review whatever you say and everything like that, then I'll let you review what I know to be true, and then I'll come back on the show and say, damn, Leroy was right. Leroy was goddamn so he was right. But until this, it's the damn Gene Deal Show. Thank you. Thank you, R. Hill. The more and more I try to teach them, R. Hill, the dumber they make me look. He'd have put that shit on his test, and the teacher would have said, what's the golden rule? And like R. Hill said, the operative word is golden. You understand? The man with the gold makes all the rules. Told you. He ain't shit the bird left on the fence. Put his brain in the bird, it'll fly backwards. Tina, stop it. See, Tina, you always getting started talking about you can't. Stop that shit, Tina. Because your name is Jack Me Huff, I'm not even answering that shit. Talking about what you deserve, boxers or briefs. Fuck out of here. Who are you? Yo, I'll answer that, Howard. Just let me revisit that, but let me just finish this up right here, and then I'll start answering the questions and shit like that, man. You know, and so I won't forget this one right here. I'll go ahead. You know what I'm saying? When you have something in your heart, you got it in your heart, bro. You know, it's nothing for me to call the people kids that I love or the girls that I've been involved with to talk to their kids or do like that, because you find a certain love for their kids when you in relationships with them in the whole nine yards. And I'm not saying Big and Puff had no kind of relationship like that. What I'm saying to you, if he gave a damn about Big's kids, he would have had always kept in touch with them, always said something to them, because they lost their father because of him. You understand? They lost his father because of him. Anybody knows that. Everybody who's looked at this whole situation, talking about, oh, Big, you know what I'm saying? You know, Big was a grown ass man. You understand? You get as a grown ass man. He was out in Cali because he wanted to be out there. Puff ain't had no. That's what Puff put his studio time at. Puff put the studio time in California. He had them pay for the place in California. Why not at Daddy's house? Why not at the Hit Factory? Why not somewhere that Big could have been safe in New York, Philadelphia, Jersey, anywhere? Why in fucking California? Stop the bullshit, man. Y'all stop coming at me like this. You understand? Because everybody knows better than that. If he gave a damn about the man, he would have been showing love to his mother, his kids, and everybody that has something to do with it that made him who he is today. Let me get back to this. Don't check in South Africa, cause they ain't buying no books out there in South Africa. Did I sell one book out there in South Africa? South Africa? Talking about South Africa checking in. No, I'm just messing with you out there. Salute South Africa. Who's that out there in South Africa? Who's out there in South Africa? Did I miss him? That nigga he just hurry up and clicked off. Oh, Gene on his bullshit today. Hey, Mart, what up, man? How you doing, man? Nick L. Nick L. Big Gene, hope you're doing well, broski. No, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Big L. But you ain't Nick L. Nick L, you ain't have to say that, man. Yeah, Big wanted to be in LA. Mm-hmm. Why? Why? Yo, Vegas checking in. College. Yo, this is the big. Yo, check this shit out. Did you see Little C said, Big just wanted to show everybody the love that everything was all cool, everything was all good, and he just wanted to show love. That's why he did that shit going back to Cali. You understand? Big man that got murdered over there at Fulton Avenue. Big could not go back over there and say, yo, y'all show the love. You understand? Y'all be good with each other. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for y'all over here on Fulton Avenue and this, that, and the third like that. He couldn't even go back over to his own block and squash a fucking beef. How the fuck he gonna squash a beef with some bloods who thought Wolf killed Jake? You understand? How you gonna squash a beef with some bloods and some people that was close to Pac that thought Puff had something to do with the killing of Tupac with the Crip niggas? How you gonna squash any of that? I'm waiting on the answer. When you can't squash a beef on your own motherfucking block. How dumb do somebody have to be to believe some shit like that? I'm waiting on it. Who you talking about, Mello? The man was 24 years old. How much do you want from him? Talk about me? Express yourself, Mello, because I'm not understanding. I already knew that. I'm waiting on it, Mello. They trying to clean up shit, bro. They always trying to clean up shit. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker smell the shit to let it know it stinks in here. Then after you understand that, clean that shit up the right way. Listen, I know Big was only 24 years old, but nobody understands what I'm saying until they hear other motherfuckers say the same shit, and then they come back and say, "Oh, Gene said that. Oh, Gene was right." Charlie Baltimore was one of the baddest in the business. Big was young. He didn't have much respect. He had enough to keep himself safe and his crew. But Big was a young man and If asking, he didn't really want any part of anymore once the success came. And that's what I'm talking about. So why the fuck he would go to California, Mello? That's what I'm trying to say. Lil C's trying to say he tried to go, he wanted to be in Cali so he could squash the beef. No, you can't squash no beef like that. Niggas are killing each other over colors. Niggas is killing each other over sex. You ain't Moses, you can't part the sea, and you ain't Jesus, you can't walk on water. And brother, this is what I'm saying, Mello. He was there because I told y'all he was a product placement. He was worth more. Yeah, let me shut up. Let me shut the F up. Hey, Marion Woods. What's going on? Because what happens is, Cruff C, the more I hear about them, the more I realize they were just dummies and didn't. Already knew, bruh. And then when you get a motherfucker like me that do understand and trying to tell them, because I'm not a drug dealer, I'm not hustling in the street, I'm doing security to safeguard these motherfuckers, and I'm trying to tell them, then I'm on some cop shit. Right, Lil C's? Oh my God. LESDM. Tuh. Say it ain't so. He was leaving. They knew he was going. I can't say it. And who became friends? Who he became friends with and gave him a deal? Suge said it. Suge said it. Why did Jimmy Iovine give Puff all those deals? I already know that, Brandon. Manny B TV. What Manny? I hope you ain't got no show, Manny. Cause bro, you hear what you just said? Big should have kept his mouth shut about leaving Bad Boy. Bruh, if you set up a contract for $62 million, that contract goes into effect within 90 days before Big get it. That means somebody writing it up, they have lawyers look over it, their lawyers look over it and make sure everything's straight up. First, hold on, no. Let's do it like this. First, they write the shit up through the business office. HR, whoever, human resource office. Then it goes to the lawyers. Then the lawyers send it back to the human resource office. Human resource straighten out what the lawyers told them to. Then it goes back to the lawyers. The lawyers said that everything is good, everything is fine. Send it over to them. They get the contract. They read over it. They send it to their business management, then their lawyers and everything like that. Their lawyers sent it back over and see that they straight with it. They want this done, this, that, and the third. Come on, Manny. Follow me, Manny. You see how much time has elapsed in that whole time? That could be up to 90 days, Manny, before Big get the actual contract that he's supposed to sign. Now, who knows all that information, Manny? Help me, Manny. Manny, you're a smart guy. You just got to saying Big should kept his mouth more closed. Who all knows that information? How many hands have that contract went through? How many secretary desks it went past? How many carriers that seen that shit that opened up the briefcase like I did? How many, Manny? Before it gets to Big. I'm waiting on it, Manny. Manny B TV. Let's see what you see, Manny. Great man after my heart, Manny. Not trying to shut you down like that, bro, but I'm here to teach. And because you say you wrong, Manny, you're not wrong, bro. You was just mistaken. You didn't know all the facts. Had you known all the facts, you wouldn't have made that statement. So you're not wrong, Manny. I salute you, bro. Straight up. He had to. That's what it's about. All us learning, all us having an understanding. And because I have more inside knowledge and I was there and I could see it and I know, then it makes my information just a little bit more than you have. GO 056, I'm going to disagree with you on that. You know why I'm going to disagree with you on that? Because I truly believe it may have been two different crews there that night to carry off what went out. And the one crew that was supposed to get Puff decided to take Big. Do you understand what I'm saying? Puff didn't know about the crew that was on his head. That's why I'm going to disagree with you on that. He may have known about the other situation. Let's put it like that. That's why he said that. All right. I got I'm a little bit smarter than most people may think, so I'm gonna let you and let them figure that one out. All right. I don't know who this guy is right here, but they 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 can be smart as hell. I can't see no likes on my end. I'm on StreamYard that goes to YouTube. Nah, he didn't get a star on the Walk of Fame yet. I'm gonna let you rock with that class, but that's you rocking with that. Gabe and Peterson. I had somebody else from South Africa on here. Damn. Now both of y'all go buy this book. Everybody, thanks for your support. I appreciate it. Damn. My World of Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star by Gene Deal. That be me. Gene, you look so young back then. Yep, yep, yep. The man that gains the whole world will sell their soul. Mr. Harris, how you doing? He said, Luke is good. I heard Luke was good. He had some leg problems, but he got everything straight. Luke was a good brother. Dangerous, but he was a good brother. Luke didn't play, boy. Robert Hill says a good read, but he haven't finished it yet. All right. Damn, R. Kelly catalog is worth $1 billion. That's because R. Kelly probably produced a lot of his music, made a lot of his music. It's not like Puff catalog, which you use a lot of samples. A lot of people wrote his music. A lot of people produced the stuff like that. So when he go to sell his catalog, everybody got to get paid. Everybody got to get theirs. Who's hot? Who's hot? Tell me who's not. I see how the chatter get you. See, he know. Somebody said that somebody from uh, Puff Station is on here or whatever like that. I don't know, man. Shit don't make me no difference. But thank y'all for pulling it. He said, yeah, Panama Shelly. What's that? Panama Shelly or Chelly? GEO is that Puff Mount Vernon. Geo is so. What you doing here on Gene's Live reporting? Shouting you out. Well, see, if that anybody did that, that was Paul. You understand? Paul ran a gold. What is it? Green Gate Security, who was did all the security shit for Puff, like for Daddy's house, for the for Daddy's house, for Puff apartment, for Sean John, all the other shit. Whoa, we don't understand that. You said you can be a pervert and talented at the same time. What the Adrian Milford? Where that come from? Y'all watch your kids around. Hold up. Adolin Milfat, watch your kids. Out of nowhere. Somebody say, if I saw Puff, what would I say? Nigga, nothing. What would he say? Fuck up out of here, nigga. Like I said when I seen him before. I seen him years ago. He sent some bottles over to this table. I'm like, man, get that shit the fuck up out of here. I don't want that nigga shit. Fuck up out of here. No, I don't think he had no, beef. Justin's father, who they say his father is. His mother's Misa, who they say his father is, that's his father. R. Kelly was caught with his. That's all I got to say. I say R. Kelly was caught with his. Yo, just picture this, y'all. Y'all understand Jay-Z and Puff and those guys for who they are, who y'all see them in the media. But prior to them becoming famous, let's put it that way. And this has nothing to do with the women that they had kids with, the women that they was with prior to. I'm not bad mouthing them because I seen Dawn. I think Dawn was a pretty girl. She was an all right girl, but Puff was still in the business then. They was in the business. Let's go back like this. If we go to our high school days, if we go to our college days or something like that, or 4 years after high school, before anybody became famous, anybody became this, that, and the third. See, I can't do that because you'd have to go all the way back to junior high with me. You understand? But I really didn't start talking to girls until I got to a sophomore, junior in high school. I just thought about sports. I didn't think about the trim. That wasn't me. So I'm saying this to say to you guys, you got to look about what kind of women that they had back then prior to them getting into the business. It tells the story because I could say Carolyn Rogers, beautiful. Andrea Buckner, beautiful. These are girls when I was a junior, sophomore, junior in high school that I dated. I'm talking about beautiful. You understand? These are beautiful women now, and they were beautiful girls then. I've always dated and had beautiful women in my life. Because I could say, all right, 36 in the waist, handsome in the face. But no, I'm not going to say that. I'm saying this because I was an athlete. I was a ball player. You understand? I was an athlete. I was a ball player. So I had those beautiful women in my life. Went through college, Evita Davis. I had beautiful women always in my life. Terry Yarbrough, beautiful women always in my life. Those dudes They waited till they became famous, or women waited till they became famous and wanted to be with them and be around them based on their accolades and who they was in the entertainment field. So now, those dudes prior to getting there and getting to the point where they at right now, where they can have any woman they choose, did a lot of dumb shit, a lot of grimy shit. Was with who, what, when, why, and what for. We all played on me, Jim Ice. Hold up. I just talked about that in my book. No Fear, Twister, Cali, Twins. Rambo didn't play. Jim Ice. Twin and Jim Ice played on the team with us at the Kingdom Foster. Yep. What did you say about R. Kelly, sir? I missed it. Bro, I'm not gonna see everything. You really want somebody to see your shit? Cash out that shit up there and boom, it could be a 99 cents or whatever. But I can't see everything. Come on, please address what I said about. What did you say about R. Kelly, bro? Juanita Nobles, what up? I forgot to put it on. Sorry about that. I forgot to put it on what you call. Hold on, y'all. Just 1 second. 1 second. Let me put it on so I won't have no more interruptions. Yeah. I forgot to put that shit on airplane mode. Q-Rock, what up with you, boy? Thank you, Courtney. You said it. Courtney said it right there. Appreciate it, Courtney. Now, y'all go look at some of the Facebooks of the girls I just said and see what I'm talking about. Nigga, I've always had dimes plus. To actually get some bottles to the girls? Damn, I gave bottles to the girl. I wasn't drinking it. If you talk about just bottles that was around the table, yeah, come on, I used to do that. But I bet you, listen, when I went out to have fun. When I set up the thing, got bottles and shit like that, I let the girls and drink, have fun, buy people drinks and shit like that. That's just to have fun. I wasn't trying to go home with them and pick them up at the club. No, I don't do that. See, I know me. I know I'm nasty and I like nasty. So I'm gonna get to know you. But that's on a glass show, brother. That's when we do our glass show that we might do tonight. Gene late after dark. Okay, he said, I not a bro. I said two things can be true at the same time. He was very gross and vile person and talented at the same time. regarding his catalog. Well, bruh, let me just say something. To what me and you might think is gross, other people might not think it's like that. That's how it is in life. It's a lot of shit that he did that I couldn't fathom ever doing that to another person, especially to a baby, a young girl not of age. But that was his story. And all the things that happened to him, it caught up with him regarding that. But what I'm hearing is that he know that he wasn't the only one and shouldn't be sitting in jail. And I don't believe that he should be sitting in jail for shit that he already had addressed and he had already either paid out money or uh, had it's like double jeopardy. Like they redoing shit that he had already done. I don't think he should be. He didn't do nothing malicious enough that he should be sitting in jail no 30 something years ago. When they got motherfuckers who cut people heads off, cut people hands off, and get out in 20 something years. I had a dude cut his girlfriend a ring finger off on the caseload, and that nigga did 18 years. R. Kelly ain't cut nobody fingers off, beat nobody. They ain't say he beat nobody and all this other shit like that. And 9 times, even though those girls, some of them may have been young, they were there of their own accord. And they could have left at any time because he was on the road making money. He didn't lock them in the room. The girls were saying that they could have went off and left and everything like that, but they were scared. Not taking nothing away from the victim, but I really think a lot of that shit was bullshit. And once it go to the Supreme Court, if it ever makes it to the Supreme Court, R. Kelly will be home. Somebody want that catalog. I heard Natural Immunity. He had a few rappers on this, or trying to be rappers on his catalog. We always go off someplace else, man, on this damn channel. Listen here, man. Let's try to get back together later on tonight on a Glad show, Gene Late After Dark. And we could talk about preference. We could talk about a lot of shit that need to be said. And let's talk about these guys in the music industry and the women that they dealt with before they got in the music industry. If you know of so many. Look at Notorious Big, for example. And I'm going to leave you there with that one. Deuces.